And here's a little tip. When vacuuming, use your headphones and listen to a podcast, because then you don't really mind, really cleaning. If I don't listen to anything, I get sort of bored.
How are you doing to welcome? Would you believe me if I said it's 1 o'clock? It's past 1 o'clock. I don't know. I put the time here. I haven't even gotten out of bed. Well, I've gotten out of bed to fix myself a cup of coffee, but then I got back in bed again. I'm feeling fine. It's just I started editing movies on my phone and I sort of stayed in bed instead. Now, I haven't had breakfast yet, but I'm going to do some workout because I need to get those workout hours. No, I just need to do it. And then what? Weather is fantastical, but I sort of feel like staying in. When this corona thing started, I felt like, because usually I like to stay in, but when the corona sort of quarantine thing started, I need to get out, I need to get on my bike and do stuff. And now I feel like well, it's kind of cozy. So I'm going to start with half an hour on my cross trainer. Then I will have breakfast. Then I will do the weightlifting, because I can do the weightlifting because it's not that really excruciating. I can do that after having breakfast, but I can't really go on my cross trainer with my stomach filled of whatever it is I'm going to have for breakfast. I don't know what I'm going to have for breakfast, and I'm thinking about making that pie today. People, half an hour later, 500 calories later, and breakfast will be lunch. Now it's time for bench press, squats, push-ups, deadlifts, and Romanian deathlifts. I'm so in the mood for this. Well, you don't have to watch it. And now, people, I want to show you that I got my squirrel on the balcony eating from the bird feeder. Can you see it? Oh. People, now it's afternoon. It's 4 o'clock. I don't know what I've been doing all day. I've just been pottering about. Pottering about. Chores of the day are vacuum the whole apartment, and sort of those monthly chores is, oh yes, look at this. Vacuum behind those the bureau, because I have to put that on because I don't do that every month, because it's such a hustle to take away the plants and sort of get down and get to it. And here's a little tip. When vacuuming, use your headphones and listen to a podcast, because then you don't really mind, really cleaning. If I don't listen to anything, I get sort of bored and this'll do. But now it's sort of like, I will keep listening to this because this is interesting. So, I vacuumed about everything. Yeah? People, I'm done, but I managed to break a vase with cuttings, so I'm going to have to deal with that. So I've been mopping the floor because that was a big goddamn vase I broke. But anyway, do any one of you have avocado trees outside or inside? Because I got these inside avocado trees that I grown myself from avocado pits. And I have this problem because they are sort of spindly and growing. I mean, they must be searching light, I know, but they are sort of growing like, I don't know. I want them to sort of grow up and then sort of grow big. But I don't know, especially this one is sort of, it's not wilting or anything like that, but it just sort of, I don't know, they grow very tall, very fast, and then they start drooping like that because they haven't got any sort of muscle, I guess. Okay, people, I am going to do some cutting. Can you see any difference? Not sure about these, or maybe I should cut them down too, because I want them to be sort of more close. I don't know. Not these sort of long sort of shoots that just sort of, this will keep on growing, and then it will start drooping. And I guess that's when I start cutting. Whether you like it or not, it is time to make a pie. This one is, what do you call that? Asparagus and tofu. Sounds good? Well, sounds good. First we will be making the crust, which is really easy. It's 150 grams of vegan butter and 3
deciliters flour and half a teaspoon of salt. Just put it in this and sort of turn it into some sort of dough. And that dough will go into the fridge to cool. That was wrong. That dough, I'll show you later. So the easiest way to work with this butter, since it's cold, I haven't thought about taking it out of the fridge before starting. It's just cutting it up into little pieces and then add the flour and salt. So that's 150 grams of vegan butter, 3 deciliters of flour, half a teaspoon of salt, and then some clean fingers, because you will be pinching and pinching and pinching until this forms a dough. Oh, and I totally forgot that when you sort of gone as far as you can, you add 1 tablespoon of cold water. And then you take that dough and put it into the pie tin or whatever, the pie, I don't know, and start shaping it like mad. I didn't know the word for oven. I was looking for the word for oven there. And when that is beautifully done, it goes into the fridge, if you can find the place, for at least half an hour. In the meantime, you start heating your oven. And it's time to start with the filling, or whatever you call that, the thing you put into the pie crust. I don't know what you call that, the filling. So for the filling, you're going to be needing a lot of this green stuff. You're going to be needing a lot of a bunch of asparagus that you will chop up into sort of bite-sized pieces. You're going to also chop up a great big bunch of spring onions. You're going to be needing 150 grams of spinach. And then you pour some olive oil into the frying pan. And then you fry the cut up asparagus. What's really funny with dealing with spring onions is if you cut up these and don't use them, put them in water and they will grow a new spring onion. I kid you not. And as the asparagus are cooking, you add the spinach and you just sort of, you don't really, it has to have to, it will be wilting down, but you sort of save, it should have some sort of consistency to it, some bite, so not altogether wilted. The easiest way to do that, I think, is like just to steam them. In the meantime, you cut up the spring onion into little pieces. Okay, so when it looks something like this, it's time to take it off the heat. Maybe this is a little bit overdone, but doesn't matter. It's going to go in the oven anyway. Then you add the cut up spring onion without dropping it on the floor. If you're using, like me, just one hand. Oh, this goes fantastically. And then you are also gonna chop up half a deciliter of pitted black olives. And then you add that, and I think I will be needing both hands for this. But you get the idea, right? Now you will be needing 200 grams of tofu. You will be needing 1.5 deciliters of vegan cream and 2 deciliters of grated vegan cheese. So you put 200 oh, how good was I? Into one of those high, because this is going to be hand blended, and then you add 1.5 deciliters of vegan cream. 1 deciliters and half a deciliter is coming. And then you blitz away. Oh. So the oven is hot, but we're still waiting for that thing to cool down. It's a couple of minutes left. So in the meantime, oh God, let's do the dishes. So people, the pie crust is cold enough, and now we're going to put it in the oven the crust in 200 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. 20 minuta, for those of you who think you understand Spanish. While we are waiting for that to happen, I'm going to look up today's colour on my computer. People, are you ready? I'm going to be pressing the space bar and then the new colour will appear. Oh. Okay. I would call that purple, right? Oh, someone needs to shave. I haven't shaved today. Well, I haven't shaved yesterday. So, since I'm not going out today, I decided when I woke up, I'm not going out today. I am going to be hunting for colours
purple at home. So I just realised I'm not a great purple fan. I haven't got any purple shirts or anything like that. No. Wait a minute, I realised I bought this purple jacket on sale at Zara. I haven't worn it yet. I think purple might not be my colour. I thought I didn't have much purple things home, and then I found this. And in this old-fashioned magazine I found this. And people, how about this? People, this. And I'm not sure what you would call this. According to my calculator, the pie crust is done. Yes it is. Let's say it is. So what I will be doing now, I will be needing both hands, so I can't show you. This is the before picture. I'm going to put this into that. So before, and then I will be adding 2 deciliters of shredded vegan cheese to that tofu and cream thing we did before. And then we pour this over. This is going to go slowly. Slowly. I need both hands, so this is not the end. Ta-da! And then according to the recipe, you should sort of poke a little bit so that some, I don't know, this might not work, some of the vegetables will float on top. I don't know. I don't care. Anyway, so now it's into the oven. I'm getting so hungry now. For in 200 degrees Celsius for 40 minutes, and see you then. Ta-da! This is before. People, 40 minutes later, this is supposed to be done. Is it? Well, it looks like it. You know, people, I think it can stay in the oven for a couple of more minutes, so I'm going to turn up the heat and just let it sit here. People, now it simply must be done. I'm so hungry, I could die. Well, no. Look at that. People, tonight's dinner is homemade pie with leeks, no, spring onions, what? Spinach and what? Asparagus. Vegan pie with sriracha sauce. That's hard to say. Okay, time for a taste test. Here you go. It's okay. It's not fantastic, but it's okay. It's a good thing to put that sriracha sauce over it because it needs a bit of spice. I'm going to tell the people what happened today.
Well, a lot of things happened. I went to the post office and I got my drone back. And I was scared that they sent me the fault one, the injured one, but they didn't. So I got a new one and I've been sort of mixing it and connecting it with the remote control and stuff. So tomorrow we're going to try it out in the outdoors.
Yes, tomorrow we're going to have lunch and then we're going to go to this great sort of hill nearby and we are going to fly drones like mad people. So, Magnus, say good night.
Good night.